Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here.
Doggy.
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and it's been a while since you guys have actually seen Ragnar, so I thought I'd bring him in. But tomorrow's gonna be very exciting because we have a brand new collection event coming out. However, there's some trouble in Apex Legends land as there is some new controversy arising, and we're gonna cover that in today's video. We're also gonna give out 45 bucks. All you gotta do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. Without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So, as most of us are aware, EA did put out a report that said Season 17 did not meet their financial expectations, and a large reason for that, they stated, was their rank system, which they were going to revamp and rework for Season 18. It's still on the fence right now though if that actually made a huge difference, and we won't have the numbers on Season 18 in their financial return, but it does seem that the issues that EA is having have impacted the broader game as a whole. You might have seen the news, but NRG recently decided to leave the Apex Legends comp scene. Sweet put out a report saying NRG is leaving Apex Legends, stating that this is mostly EA's fault and other issues. One of the heads of NRG, known as Jamie, actually went and said, "With the release of our team, I can also confirm that NRG will not be fielding a roster for ALGS going forward. We feel EA and Respawn have not done enough to support orgs and made the tough call to take a step back." And it's actually pretty interesting that he's also calling out Respawn as well, as that has actually been somewhat of an issue with only EA getting the blame, and it seems like both parties might be at fault. And if you're thinking, oh, it's just an esports org, this happens all the time, it is important to note, TSM put up a great post. We used to have Team Liquid, Cloud9, G2, and NRG, who were all in the Apex comp scene for a very long time, if not from the beginning. And now TSM seems to be the only one left in the game, at least from the original set. There are a couple still like Alliance in Europe, but you can actually find out that Team Liquid as well said on the financial side of things, the ALGS and how it's moving forward with monetization for teams, it simply doesn't fit with our operations, so we need to take our leave, though we take no pleasure in doing so. And this is a common trend with EA/Respawn, and it's not only impacting pro teams, we as community members also feel it in the general player base. It's why we get these recolor events like the Death Dynasty with no new content put in it, but just a bunch of skins. And as this article presents, with prestige skins now being added to the game, thematic events which were scrapped but actually were the most consumer friendly as you could craft them for a cheaper price later down the line, it seems that EA is at least more focused on the monetization system in Apex Legends rather than giving us a good amount of content to enjoy and play. If EA is going to do things such as give esports organizations an offer of $60,000 with no revenue sharing whatsoever, then how do you think they're going to treat the general player base? Because as Nelsino points out, just give orgs the models of legends, guns, charms, and let them invent their own resources into creating them. It's free money for EA. They literally don't have to do anything. The orgs are willing to create the skins. All you would need to do is open up a pro shop and have its own separate tab. In fact, as you can see here, and these are, from what I understand, were actually done by the teams themselves and submitted to Respawn. All the work was already done, and some of these are absolutely amazing and great skins. And it's kind of mind-boggling how Respawn keeps dropping the ball on this. Even Halo has a team shop with a store selling esports skins to support their esports ecosystem. And it's not like asking for a rev share is a huge issue, or should be. Back in 1984, when Jordan signed with Nike, he actually had to put in the contract that he got a percentage of royalties for anything with his name on it, which would be the same for an esports org with their name or their logo on it. How is a rev share system that was in place in 1984 for an athlete that hard to do in a game? In fact, Nelsino and Imandez have a direct quote, who when they were attending a LAN event, they were told by a direct employee working with EA and Respawn that Respawn's higher ups specifically stated, "Why would we share 50% of the profits with organizations when we could put out our own skins in game and make 100%, which just shows their attitude when it comes to us as consumers and also their pro scene. They have no intention of continuing to give us great content. Rather, they are going to continue to give us recolors and heirlooms to make us buy, and they're going to be 100% greedy about it. They're not even trying to hide it in that quote." It'll be interesting to see if Respawn gets some backlash and actually decides to change things a little bit, and if EA is going to make any moves based off of this. But I will say that from what I understand, there are going to be continually more teams moving out of Apex Legends esports, and some big names that we know of will no longer be competing. So I really hope EA and Respawn get on the right path and start course correcting their monetization values. Otherwise, the pro scene will collapse, and we as the general player base will continually be dragged along as walking wallets. Let me know down below, guys, what are your thoughts on the controversies arising in Apex Legends, the Pro League, and the new content coming to the game? Also, don't forget to check out the second channel by my editor Novell, who does amazing Apex Legends content. And until next time, Legends, keep slinging the outlands, and I'll see you out there.